Okay, very good afternoon. It's Vikram Sareen, uh, Chief Architect with Mula Technologies. What we're going to quickly cover is on the XPAY merchant dashboard. So essentially, XPAY, when it comes to the merchant integration, it gives you two things. One is basically the web services, and second thing is it also gives you a web dashboard where you can actually come in and as a merchant and you can manage your own team, as well as you can look at the transaction and all the details that are being enforced to you by by the XPay owner, or by, possibly the bank or the card issuer or the the payment provider. So what we're gonna go through is that I'll quickly show you the merchant dashboard and also the settings which are pertaining in the XPay manager inside it. So let's start off with the XPay manager, which is basically for the XPay owner. And I'm coming over here, logging into the dashboard of XPay manager as a sysadmin. I get to see the merchants, and now in the merchants I have options of where I can, as a XPay owner, I can actually add a merchant for you. That means what will be the role based on the admin or member. Admin is the one which controls everything. A member is the one who only gets to see the transaction. So so that's the key difference between both of them, both the roles. And then you can also possibly see the list of merchants over here for this particular merchant. Okay, so let me show you the one which has, I think, more than one. So if you look over here, MOC and MOC1, so one is admin and one is the merchant. And then from here also you can send the password and also manage or edit or delete whatever you like to do. Yeah. So other than that, when you go and check all the details, so these are the details which are configured by the XPay owner for the merchant, and this is based on the communication that has happened between the merchant and the XPay owner, basically the bank or the provider. So now something very similar where the XPay issuer or the bank actually can decide what all transactions they want to see from here specific to the merchant. So basically XPay owner is the superset of all the merchants which can see everything. Okay, now let's get into the dashboard for the merchant. So each merchant will have a unique URL based on the information given to them. So that kind of keeps all the merchants different. So you will not have all the merchants logging into a single dashboard. Actually, each merchant will have a different dashboard to log in. So I'm coming in as one of the admins of this merchant MOC, and I'm logging in. Now once I log in, I will be able to see a very simple dashboard where first thing I get to see is all the details that are being kind of existing or co-shared with the XPay owner. So the name, whether I'm active or not active, what's the commission that is being enforced on on me. Then remote server details internal, so let's skip that. Yeah. And then whether I have a trial account or not, and then I'm going which kind of company I'm categorized under and what group I belong to. And then these below, what you see are all the accounts that are being given to us or that are with the bank, and then we can actually go ahead. So over here, and also the policy, which is where you can see when I can do my business, and whether it's enabled, disabled, and what IPs of mine are started or not. So whatever information that needs to be changed over here, you have to actually, as a merchant, you have to convey it to the XPay owner bank, and then they will be changing it from the XPay manager dashboard, and then only you will get to see that. So the key reason for this is that even though you get to see the information here, and there can be a provision of you to edit the information, but because it is internet facing and this is pertaining to the transactions, actual money that is being involved, so it is being kept with an external flow, or two-way kind of flow, where whatever information that needs to be changed has to be conveyed by the merchant to the XPay issuer or XPay owner, and then they will change the information, and that information will get reflected over here. So this gives you a full 100% reliability in terms of no hacking, zero vulnerability kind of workflow, which makes sure that the private and confidential information that is shared between both the parties, that is kept private and that is secure and that is conveyed between both the teams, at a different level. So one, offline through email, the phone call, and the other one is through the dashboard. Yeah. So that is one of the key things which we want to highlight. The second thing is going towards the merchant list. So if you have to choose a specific merchant, you can actually key the information here, or otherwise just click empty, and then this will pick all the merchants that are merchant members that are under this merchant. They will be shown over here. So you can actually send the password, you can edit the information, or you can actually add, delete information like that. Something similar can also be done from here. That means XPAY manager. So if you don't want to handle this, you want the bank to do it for you, then they can also do it. So in case somebody leaves or you want to change your member, then you can do it yourself, or you can ask the the XPAY owner to do that. Now the third most important part is the transactions. So today I had done 2 transactions. So let's say I want to just look at the successful 2 transactions which I did today. Yeah, these are the 2 transactions which were done to me. So as a merchant, I can come and pick up whatever transactions that were coming from the core system. So all the informations like like the core reference ID, which is coming from the core switch, then the transaction ID, then what account was used, who was the actual account holder and all that stuff, and then you have the where it was actually deposited in which account of mine. So if you look at it, this is US dollar account, this is Khmer account, and also the actual amount fee which is being shown over here. So again going back, so let's pick up transactions for this whole month of February, and let's see whether close means all. That means that all the transactions that are over there in the system. So that will take a little bit of time. I think a lot of transactions are there, and again you can pull this list, you can refer it to your own list as a merchant and see what is the tally, and then based on that the bank or the XPAY owner can do the settlement with you. Yeah. So as you would see that there are wow, that's I think almost looks like 2, 3 to 7 number of transactions. A lot of them are actually like not identified, success, not identified, cancelled, success, success. So this just gives you the snapshot of what exactly is going on, and as a merchant you will be able to get the information from the system without actually involving the XPAY owner, and get certain part of your settlement done from the system. So if you have any dispute which is between the user or you, then you can actually refer it over here, what is the status, and then based on that you can actually proceed and then take it up with the XPAY issuer or the owner, that what exactly is to be done. So this was again I think a very simple feature. You can change the password, yeah, and yeah, that's about it. XPAY manager platform is quite straightforward. So you can actually look at all the details that you have, quick recap of what is there. Then you can check out your own members, so you can actually come and list down your members which are there. The add feature is not given because that is something which the XPAY issuer will be allowing it, so that also gives you the control of who exactly is going to see the information. And then lastly is the transactions, so you can actually pick up all the transactions that are in the system and for your reference, and then do the settlement accordingly. Yeah. So the features were refund, success, unsuccessful, as well as close meaning that all the transactions that were done. Yeah. Again, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, do let us know if you have any suggestions or queries in this context. We'll be more than happy to share more information in context of XPAY and XPAY Manager and XPAY Merchant Portal also. Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.